Welcome back to the Thinking Crypto podcast, your home for cryptocurrency news and interviews. If you are new here, please hit that subscribe button as well as the thumbs up button and leave a comment below. If you're listening on a podcast platform such as Spotify, Apple, or Google, please leave a 5-star rating and review. It supports the podcast and it doesn't cost you anything. This content is brought to you by Uphold, which is a great crypto platform that I've been using since 2017, so I can certainly vouch for this platform. They have over 10 million users, over 250 plus cryptocurrencies, and they're available in 150 countries. You can also trade precious metals and equities on this platform. If you'd like to learn more, please visit the link in the description. Well, folks, we got preliminary news here that the debt ceiling situation is going to be resolved. Here's the headline from CNBC today. Debt ceiling deal will be transformational for Americans, McCarthy says. So House Speaker Kevin McCarthy said Sunday that the tentative deal to address the nation's debt ceiling is pretty much done, right? It's a done deal. So the long story short here, and you know, we've been talking about this. I've been tweeting about it as well. They have to raise the debt ceiling. All of this back and forth with Democrats and Republicans is political theater. Everybody knows, as far as the politicians, that this economy that we live in is a debt-based system here in the United States. And they have to keep raising it and, of course, keep printing money to meet that ceiling, of course, right? So quantitative easing is going to be coming back, my friends, QE. And when they print money, what does that mean for asset prices? They go up. They only go up, right? And obviously we have bear markets. I'm not saying it goes up forever, but it goes up. And they've been doing quantitative tightening since we've had record-breaking inflation. The Fed is trying to get inflation down. Well, folks, we're going to see a shift here. This is the pivot. And I'm not saying it's going to happen overnight. As we can see, this thing takes years sometimes. It took all of 2022. We're in 2023, almost near halfway. And it's going to probably take until the end of this year. And then they're going to start QE again, my friends. And the money is going to be printing. The money printer is going to go on and asset prices are going to skyrocket. Crypto, stocks, real estate, and so on and so forth. So bullish news. And this is one of the narratives that's helping Bitcoin and the crypto market to pump right now, because we saw Bitcoin break out to 28,000 here today. And you can see it's sitting at $28,166. And the important thing is here, if we look at the chart, and I'm looking at the Bitcoin daily chart, look at that green candle moving upwards, right? Very similar to the pumps that we saw back in March, and then of course back in January into February. So we've been looking here on this channel, the Bitcoin's retracement. So we're looking for Bitcoin to go to maybe 40K, and it looks like this is the start of the move upwards after consolidation. And if we look at the Fibonacci model on this movement on the Bitcoin daily chart, there it is, right? Breaking upwards, guys. So let's see how high this goes. It could go to maybe 36K and then pull back and consolidate, then move up to 40-something thousand. We'll have to wait and see. There are no certainties or guarantees here. We're talking probabilities, but you can see Bitcoin moving on that debt ceiling news, in addition to the China opening up their doors to crypto again news that we had this past week. So we got some narratives here that are sending the market upwards. Now, here's a great chart regarding money printing, guys. Raoul Pal, who's of course a macro investor, he's tweeted out this great chart from his team, which is the company that he has, Global Macro Investor. It shows Bitcoin's year-over-year percentage versus the global M2 money supply year-over-year percentage. Look at that, my friends. It is pretty amazing how Bitcoin's price is following the growth of M2. And here you can see the uptick right here in 2023. They're starting to print again. The supply is expanding. And obviously raising the debt ceiling means more money printing, meaning a larger money supply, right? It's playing out again, my friends. The data doesn't lie, and it's what we've seen historically. So this is certainly bullish. My fiscal folks who hate government spending and all that, I agree with you. I don't like this, but this is the system. Until it changes, this is the reality of things. So we may not like it, but unfortunately, this is what it is. This is why you go into assets. You don't just keep your dollars and and whatever currencies you have under your mattress or just in your bank account. Yes, you have to keep a rainy day fund, emergency fund, and all these things, right? Obviously, you be smart with your money. You don't put your life savings into assets, but you need to take a good amount and put it into assets, and that could be stocks, crypto, real estate. I personally invest heavily into crypto, as you all know. But I also hold stocks, and I'm seeing growth there as well. And I have an investment property where the value of that property continues to go up over the years, and I'm making rental income from that. So I'm diversified. And obviously, like I said, though, I'm super bullish on crypto. That heavily is a big part of my portfolio. But I hope you guys understand what I'm saying here. You got to diversify into assets because they continue to print money, and over time, inflation is just going to steal your purchasing power. But the assets rise in value as the money supply increases. So we're seeing, once again, Bitcoin moving on this news. And what happens when Bitcoin moves? The liquidity will then flow to altcoins, and then you have altcoins pop off. So here, analyst Tech Dev, he tweeted out some great charts. He said, it's not just Bitcoin, which suggests an early parabolic move. Altcoin market cap / Bitcoin appears as at an inflection point. So they're both at an inflection point where the prices will start to move up. And, something that's around the corner, which may dovetail with this, is Ripple in the SEC lawsuit. The Bill Hinman documents are set to be unsealed by June 13th. Could that be a catalyst to have altcoins pop off as Ripple takes a victory here? We'll have to wait and see. Once again, no guarantee, but things are looking bullish. Once again, you got that China narrative. You have the money printer go burr narrative now with the debt ceiling raise. So I am bullish, guys, in the short term. Now, I want to make sure I give you context. When I say short term, it's that Bitcoin retracement. Then I expect Bitcoin to roll over and retest some lows like it did back in 2019. That doesn't mean we're going back into a bear market. It just means we are going to retest some lows and then slow and steadily continue to pump upwards. And once again, I mean really slow and steady, like we've seen historically, into the halving next year. And then I think the fireworks start from there, where Bitcoin will start to move to new all-time highs along with altcoins. So that is what I'm anticipating. I will be taking some profits for Bitcoin as it heads closer to 40K. Do your own research. This is not financial advice. I'm doing what's best for me. And once it rolls over again, I will be dollar cost averaging and, of course, preparing for the next bull market. Now, let's move ahead to the news. The crypto-related ETFs vying launch this year. Several firms have sought to launch leverage Bitcoin futures products, and so one such company intends to launch the proposed ETF on June 13th. There's that date again, and that's when the Hinman emails is supposed to be released. So the SEC has for years blocked planned ETFs that would invest in Bitcoin directly. And some industry watchers have said they don't expect the regulator to allow one anytime soon. Now, what could change that is, of course, if Grayscale wins the lawsuit against the SEC. Though the quest for spot Bitcoin ETFs continues, firms have resorted to offering funds holding the equities of crypto and blockchain-related companies or Bitcoin futures contracts. 3 crypto-related ETFs, the Valkyrie Miners ETF, the VanEck Digital Transformation ETF, and the Bitwise Crypto Industry Innovators ETF, have year-to-date returns of more than 100% as of Friday, putting them among the top highest performers of all ETFs, according to the data from ETF Database. So it says here the largest blockchain ETF, Amplify's Transformational Data Sharing ETF, has returned roughly 30% so far in 2023, performance that ranks 59th best. But those are products already trading. In the absence of spot Bitcoin ETFs, fund groups continue to innovate new strategies. So several leveraged Bitcoin futures funds are currently being considered for launch though their fates remain uncertain. Volatility Shares plans to launch its 2x Bitcoin strategy ETF on June 13th, the company said in a Tuesday statement. The firm declined to comment further. Though the first Bitcoin futures ETFs launched in October 2021, BITX looks to be the first US-based ETF to offer leverage long exposure to the cryptocurrency futures market. According to the company, the proposed fund seeks investment results that correspond to 2 times the excess return of the S&P CME Bitcoin Futures Daily Roll Index for a single day. So this is interesting, guys, and I love that more companies are getting involved in launching ETFs and getting involved in this asset class. They're building out different financial products. So very bullish in my opinion, and I think they're preparing for the next bull market, right? Look at the timing. The halving is next year, and then Bitcoin is on its retracement. So this is all bullish news. Now, the block, or I should say Blockworks, they do a great job in summarizing the weekly fundraising for crypto. So this week's, it says, crypto funding focus on Web3 development in a $151 million week. Let me give you the details here. Approximately 12 crypto startups raised over $151 million this week, with Web3 gaming taking center stage. OpenPort brought in $3 million in an effort to continue developing its wallet as a service product for Web3 gaming. Gumi Crypto's Capital and Maven 11 teamed up to lead the seed round with participation from Game7, NGC Ventures, and Newman Capital. Founded by brothers Joan and Juami Alavedra, OpenFort seeks to provide infrastructure that will be able to support crypto transactions on popular games. Now let's move ahead to the next big funding news here. Also in the gaming sector, Pomerian, a Web3 game developer, notched a $20 million investment in an angel round. The individual who kicked in the funds remains undisclosed. Now there's WorldCoin. This is created by OpenAI creator Sam Altman, obviously well-known, smart guy. I'm not sold on WorldCoin, but I may explore adding it to my portfolio just a little bit. But I don't like the thing they're building where it does like a retina scan. It's all kind of like draconian infrastructure and, you know, kind of sucking in all your bio data and all kinds of crap. I don't know about that. But they raised $115 million in a Series C round, which was led by Blockchain Capital, other investors including A16Z, Bain Capital Crypto, and Distributed Global. So when you have these big hedge funds and investment firms behind it, the coin may pump, guys. So I'm just letting you know what I've seen historically. I'm not telling you to go buy this. And if I do add it to my portfolio, I'll definitely let you know. But this is a big time endorsement and, of course, investment. And WorldCoin obviously has Sam Altman behind it. And with the rise of AI, this coin could do well, but we'll see. So World ID is its take on digital identity. WorldCoin, the Ethereum-based token itself, will be the currency freely distributed to people, similar to universal basic income. Finally, the World app will be the crypto wallet for the ecosystem. WorldCoin is still in beta, but it plans to launch in the first half of 2023, according to its website. So we shall see. But those are kind of the big investment news, guys. And what's really great is, despite all the headwinds we've been facing, a lot of companies are still raising capital, which is great. People are still bullish, and the funding is coming around globally. It's not just in the United States. Finally, I want to end it on some news around the Coreum blockchain. Reza Bahash, who's one of the co-creators of the Coreum blockchain, he tweeted out, "Thrilled to share Coreum updates. We're proposing to increase our validators from 32 to 64 due to heightened community interest and our technical capability to do so with only very slight negligible impact on throughput and block time." It says here, this change means more community participation, greater network security, more decentralization, and more incentivization opportunities for a broader range of participants. The implementation will be gradual. Every 4 weeks, we plan to increase the number of validators by 8. After about 4 months, we'll reach 64 validators. The community will directly vote on this proposal on-chain through governance. If the vote passes, the number of validators will increase once the voting is over. We're drafting the proposal and testing the parameters now. Once ready, we'll publish it for voting. Exciting times ahead for Coreum. Stay tuned. So pretty great news here. All right, guys, that's the news. Let me know what you think. Leave your thoughts and comments below. Hit the thumbs up button, share this video, and I'll talk to you all later.